UFC Vegas 31 goes down this Saturday, headlined by Islam Makhachev, who will be looking to extend his 7-fight win streak against Thiago Moises, while the co-main event sees the return of former UFC champion Miesha Tate, who is coming out of retirement to fight top contender Marion Reneau. And you can watch it go down live on ESPN+. Don't wait, click on the link in the description and sign up for ESPN Plus today.
You have to get I love Jake Paul tattooed on you. But if you beat me, I get I love Tyron Woodley tattooed on me. You have to post it on your Instagram feed. Deal or no deal. Are you confident or not?
What y'all think? Oh. I think I should do it?
Bro, this guy has no confidence.
Man.
Deal or no deal?
Yeah.
Can we shake on it?
Oh, I feel for Tyron there. I feel because he didn't want to take the bet from what I saw from the body language. But at that point, because he turned down the double or nothing bet, turned down something else apparently. And then at that point there, because if you are truly confident, you believe you're going to win, then why wouldn't you take the bet? But of course, you don't want to take that bet because if you lose, you're fucked. There's a chance he loses the fight. And now he's going to be walking around with I love Jake Paul tattooed on him. It's not a good look. I'm just telling you right now, there's a real good possibility that Jake Paul wins this fight. He had a very good line yesterday. Listen, the kid can box. Yeah, he's got power. He's taller. He says, I'm fighting a guy that's 5'9", that fights at 170. I'm 6'1", and I weigh 210 pounds, and I can box, and I'm younger, and I haven't been beaten in the last 4 fights. These are all very real points. They are, and I hate to say it, it just makes it interesting. I'm not saying Tyron can't beat him. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm just like, I think Tyron knows he's got a real fight, and I think Jake Paul knows he has a real fight, you know, and it's just interesting. I can't believe we're having this conversation, but still entertaining stuff.
Another fighter who says that if you win on Saturday, he would like to fight you is Dan Hooker. Is that something that interests you?
You know, Dan Hooker posted something today, if Islam win this fight, and called me. I like, but who is Dan Hooker? You know, now he number 8. He lost his 6th fight. He lost 3 times. I need someone who bring me to close the belt. But I don't think Hooker is big step for me.
Last thing for me, I know your manager Ali, he says Rafael dos Anjos is the fight to make after this. Is that the fight that makes sense to you, or are you open to other fights as well?
Yeah, RDA is good for me next, but this guy always run, you know. Now he told I want to fight with Conor or Khabib, and last week Conor slept in the weigh-in. What he did? Nothing. This guy always run. This guy old. Yeah, I understand him. He wanna make money, but I wanna help him retire it, you know.
When we get by Moises, I think they're gonna give us one more fight for a title shot. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Like a contendership fight?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. They're gonna give us a title shot. After this one more. If everything goes according to plan, they're going to give him a title shot. So he's got 2 more fights, this one and 1 more after that. You know, worst case, 2 more after that. But I think 1 more after that, because then, bro, look how many fights he would have been on. The win streak. He's in on 7 or 8 fight win streak right now.
I don't know.
He's got one of the longest ones, right?
Yeah.
He's the longest win streak in the division, and these top guys were not wanting to fight him for good reason. You know, and the guys that want to fight him is people like Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje, of course Conor and Dustin. They'll all fight him for damn sure. But some of the other guys were elected by good reason. I would, or they were booked. Who knows what the reasons are, right? But bottom line is we weren't getting any fights.
Don't know what she's been doing for this past 5 years, you know? Nobody really knows what she's been working on, if she's been working on, if she had it in the inclination to come back within those 5 years, and if she was picking up on some of the areas that she probably neglected during her reign as Miesha Tate. So, you know, we don't know. It's the unknown. I'm a well-rounded fighter, and so in all aspects of the game, we just kind of heightened it just a little bit more. So I think that's what I'm going to bring to the game is we're ready for wherever it takes us, standing to the ground, on the cage, whatever it is that she wants to do.
So here's an update. She's healing very pretty.
You know, he said the doctors knew about him having a stress fracture. I don't know what quantifies a stress fracture, but I think if there was an actual fracture, they would have pulled him from the fight. But no doubt he did damage it. I'm not saying he's a liar. I don't know anything about the situation. Sounds like, you know, there was an issue going in. Dr. Davidson, by the way, he's the head medical officer for the UFC. He's the guy that you're going to go through for everything. He handles and liaises with your doctors and all the rest of it. So, the reality is he still chose to fight, so God bless him. I'm sure everyone was very happy about that. But fighters going injured all the time, to be fair. You know, I mean, I did enter about 12 fights with one eye. I'm not trying to take it away from his, but there's always little bumps and bruises, Lewis, as you'll find out because you'll be fighting in November.
Yeah, November 13th looks like that is the official date for myself versus Jason Else Media 21. Thank you. And yeah, of course, and we hear that all the time. Nobody goes into it 100%, and you make the decision.
He actually put out another video as well. Brian, just cue that one up and play that when you can. It's pretty funny because you know, he's rolling through the neighborhood where he lives. Conor McGregor on an electric wheelchair with his feet up. It's pretty funny. And I got to say, fair play to the man. You know, in his position, he could easily just disappear now, but he's already talking about making a comeback. You know, and as you know, I'm not going to sit here and kiss his ass, but you got to give credit to that. You believe you're going to win, then why wouldn't you take the bet? But of course, you don't want to take that bet because if you lose, you're fucked. There's a chance he loses the fight. And now he's going to be walking around with I Love Jake Paul tattooed on him. It's not a good look. I'm just telling you right now, there's a real good possibility that Jake Paul wins this fight.
Hello. Blatantly racist.
What up?
Step into my office.
Awkward.